In a dramatic shift, US President Donald Trump's administration has taken the first major step towards reshaping the US Agency for International Development, better known as USAID, which is one of the nation's key tools for global diplomacy and soft power. On Sunday, it was announced that almost all USAID employees, except for a select group of essential staff, would be placed on paid administrative leave. Additionally, the Trump administration is moving ahead with a reduction in force, which means eliminating 1,600 jobs of USAID across the United States. Starting at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, that's the 23rd of February, USAID's direct hire employees were told they would be put on leave, with the exception of those crucial to mission-critical functions, core leadership, or special programs. This bold move, spearheaded by Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, also known as Doge, aims to significantly reduce the size of federal workforce and streamline the government operations. However, the plan isn't without controversy. Critics argue this drastic action may jeopardize critical programs abroad, including disease prevention, humanitarian aid, and global stability initiatives. While the number of job cuts has fluctuated between 1,600 to 2,000, the impact is clear. USAID's operations will be severely scaled back. The shakeup includes major cuts to the agency's work abroad, with a significant portion of its Washington-based staff now expected to lose their jobs. Musk, who has now become a prominent backer of Trump's vision for smaller government, has played a pivotal role in advocating for these deep cuts. The world's richest man, Musk, has called for reform of federal agencies like USAID, which he and Trump view as inefficient and wasteful. But critics contend that slashing this agency could undermine US efforts to maintain influence in critical regions and could harm diplomatic relationships. USAID has long been seen as a cornerstone of America's soft power strategy, helping to stabilize regions in crisis, combat disease, and to foster economic growth worldwide. As the Trump administration moves forward with its plan, government workers' unions are pushing back. Lawsuits argue that the White House lacks the constitutional authority to make these cuts without congressional approval. Meanwhile, the workers themselves are in limbo, unsure of their future. Many have received vague, unsigned termination notices, creating confusion about unemployment benefits and severance packages. The disruption doesn't stop there. A federal judge recently ruled that the Trump administration could proceed with its plan to remove thousands of USAID employees from their posts, thus furthering the uncertainty. For USAID staff abroad, there are additional concerns. Many fear the disruption could impact their ability to stay in their posts or even return home safely if they lose their jobs. So what's the bigger picture? Is national security at stake? For former USAID officials, the cuts signal a dangerous shift in US foreign policy. Marcia Wong, who's a former senior USAID official, expressed concern over the impact of dismantling the agency's expertise, especially in times of crisis. She said, and I quote, "When disease outbreaks occur or populations are displaced, these USAID experts are the first to deploy, to stabilize, and to provide aid." This move also comes on the heels of Trump's initial freeze on foreign aid shortly after taking office, with billions of dollars in aid programs now on hold or facing significant reductions. So what's next for USAID? As this massive overhaul moves forward, the future of USAID hangs in the balance. While Trump and Musk argue that these changes are necessary to reduce the government waste, others warned that the cuts could undermine critical US efforts abroad, thus weakening national security and, of course, America's role in global diplomacy. Whether the administration's vision succeeds or collapses remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. USAID, in its current form, is undergoing a transformation unlike anything seen in its 60-year history. For more updates on USAID and, of course, on the Trump administration, please like, share and subscribe to the official YouTube channel of the Indian Express.